Alright mate, Slimy here, and welcome to this kind of an odd bit of a video. Now, for the absolutely zero people who actually look at my community posts on YouTube, you'll notice that I was kind of screaming about something the other day. About uploading videos and then being told I've uploaded way too many in a short amount of time. And then whenever I actually did re-upload the videos, YouTube had decided to upload them all in the wrong order, and it actually annoyed me quite a bit. This kind of got me thinking. I have a lot of beef with YouTube. Obviously, a lot of people have beef with YouTube, as a company and that. But I'm meaning like beef with how a lot of stuff is handled. Start with the basic thing is, well, the algorithm. Now, I've noticed that a lot of my videos just don't get watched, and I pin the blame on the algorithm for that, because I know obviously there are people out there who do like this kind of content. I'm there, like, maybe sometimes, like, for an example, I made a video over a year ago that took me 22 hours to make. It was a Splatoon one that was like 8 hours of footage, and I uploaded it and it only got like 30 views. Now obviously that's not really too much my fault. Put a lot of time into making that, and I didn't really expect it, to get too much anyway. But what annoys me is that just like after I'd made that video, YouTube had the gall to come out and say, oh, your video isn't getting as much watches as we expected. Have you tried editing your videos more? I'm like, I spent 22 hours on that video, right? That's more time than I have spent on like a handful of the stuff that I've done on my channel, right? And then YouTube says that. That to me sounds like YouTube pinning the blame on me, when it's their algorithm not sharing the video out to me subscribers. And that's, like, again, that's more of a minor annoyance. And to be honest, I think the algorithm is even worse from a watcher perspective. It's like, take for example, on like YouTube, whenever I watch it and that, most of the time I'm logged out, because sometimes like my brother will use my computer and stuff like that. So I'm logged out, and it'll randomly suggest me, stuff, as you'd expect from, an algorithm. And normally I watch stuff like, Pokemon, Minecraft, Terraria, Super Smash Bros, animal documentaries, fighting games, space stuff, restoring old items, or making stuff out of metal. Just like, really interesting and like neat stuff like that. I'll get pulled into watching them, and I'll watch them for a few weeks, and then, stuff like that. YouTube will see me watching video game stuff, right? And then on that top bar, it will always suggest me Five Nights at Freddy's constantly. It will always show thumbnails for Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, right? I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. It just keeps spamming me with those videos, right? YouTube doesn't give you the option to say not interested if you're logged out. Or sometimes it'll, like, take for example, there was a time when it would suggest me medical gore videos. I don't like that kind of stuff. Really uncomfortable stuff. And YouTube thought that because I liked watching animal videos, which are science, that I would like watching people dying in disturbing ways. So YouTube did that. And then there was also the time that there was an animation that was basically a character assassination of one of my favourite characters. And then YouTube kept trying to shove that in my face for like 2 weeks straight. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just be logged in for a bit, and then I'll log in for the first time in like 7 months, and the first video it shows me is that video that I don't want to watch. So obviously now I can tell YouTube to bog off, but the fact that YouTube is like, they'll see people not being interested in something and then they'll shove it in the face is annoying. But then whenever you actually do want to watch something, like you've been watching a series for a specific YouTuber or something, YouTube will just not show it to you, just not show it in your recommended or whatsoever. And I think that's annoying. That it's obnoxious. So not only does YouTube not like small channels and not want to see them grow and then pin the blame on said small channel saying it's their fault when it's their algorithm not helping, they do that. And then what I think makes things even worse is the fact that YouTube, well, I ran into it recently, uploading them videos. Now, the videos in question are going to go back up on my second channel. I decided, right, I used to have Mega Man stuff on this channel. I want to go back to having, like, you know, like sound font stuff, but, you know, on my music channel, is I uploaded those videos. I just uploaded them as is, which was in chronological order that I wanted them in. It went up, and then YouTube had then decided to upload them in the wrong order, and that annoyed me. So I took the videos down. I thought, you know what, I'm going to re-upload them. And then YouTube says, oh, you've been uploading way too many videos in a short amount of time. Go away and don't come back until tomorrow, basically. Basically restricted me from uploading videos until the next day. And that annoyed me because previously the Mega Man sound font stuff was the ones that I did like 8 years ago now. I think, wow, that's a long time. I uploaded all of that in a day, and that was like 80 different tracks. YouTube allowed me to do that back then, but it's not allowing me to do it now. So it just seems like a really random and arbitrary thing that YouTube has done just to spite people, and that annoys me. And then if that wasn't bad enough, after I'd, you know, done all that, I'd returned to uploading the Mega Man videos. I'd uploaded them meticulously in a specific order, right? So I knew what was going to be uploaded when. And then I then set it so that it all upload at 11 o'clock. And it took a nap. YouTube published them all in a random order. And that annoyed me. Even though I had specifically uploaded them in a specific order. So I had to take them all down again. And that infuriated me. Obviously, as someone who enjoys making videos, I want to like this platform. But YouTube deliberately makes it as awkward to use and almost spitefully designed as possible for not just small channels like myself, but for any channel, because I'm assuming everyone suffers the same crap. And then to make matters worse, even as a viewer, YouTube just seems entirely spiteful in the stuff. It wants you to watch what it wants you to watch rather than what you want to watch. And I don't think that's the point of YouTube. And I just wanted to take a bit of a moment to whinge and cringe, I guess. So yeah, that does it for this video. I'm not going to be using my usual sign out thingy because this isn't a normal video, and I'll just see you guys whenever.